Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about a topic called constructors in object-oriented programming. So we are back at our rectangle class that we had created earlier. So this is the rectangle class. It has two data members, length and breadth. It has one method called compute area, which returns the area of the rectangle. And then we have the set and get methods for each of the data members. Now in the rectangle driver class for testing this rectangle class, we have created a class called rectangle construct, CONSTR. And here you can see we are creating an object of the rectangle class. We are assigning a length and a breadth using the set methods. Now, don't you think it would have been easier if at the time of creating the object itself, I could assign some length and a breadth value to the two data members that we have here, length and breadth? So, what we would want to do is to initialize the data members at the time of creating the object itself. So this is the statement where we are creating the object, and we would like that here itself we want to assign some values to the length and the breadth. So to do this, to initialize the data members with some values, we have to use a concept known as constructor. So let's see how we can create a constructor. So a constructor is a method. You can think of it as a method which is special. Okay, it looks like a method, but it is not a regular method. Why? Because of several reasons. First of all, for an object or for a class, when I want to create a constructor, I have to give the name of the constructor to be same as that of the class. So here I have rectangle as the name of my class. So if I want to create a constructor, I will write the name of the constructor as rectangle. So this is the first rule of writing a constructor, same name as the class. Then, as I said, it is a kind of a method, so I have to put these parentheses, the brackets, and here I have the curly braces. So you can see it looks like a method. Okay, but what is special? It has the same name as the class. Okay, and you can notice here in the header, it does not have a return type, not even void. So here set length does not return a value, but we have given the return type as void. But in case of a constructor, it does not return any value, but we don't give the return type as void. So if I write void out here, then this does not remain a constructor anymore. It becomes like a regular method, and you are going to get an error for this. You can test it out. So a constructor is a special method which does not have any return type, not even void, and it has the same name as that of the class. Now what are we going to do here inside the constructor? We are going to assign some default values to the data members. That is the main idea. So to length I will assign, say, 10. To breadth I am going to assign, okay, let me give some smaller value, 5. So what happens now? In the constructor I have written two statements. Length is assigned the value 10 and breadth is assigned the value 5. Okay, so these are the initial values for length and breadth that will be assigned the moment the rectangle object is created. So now let us go back. Let's come back here. So you can see this is where I am creating the object of the rectangle class. So rectangle, that is the name of the class, R1, which is the name of the object, new is the keyword for allocating memory, and then you can see here rectangle and then the one with the parenthesis. So basically what we are doing here is that we are calling the constructor. So we are calling the constructor here. Alright. So if now already in the constructor I have already assigned values for length and breadth. So here let me just comment these two lines. Okay, so these two lines are commented. Alright, so R1 is a rectangle we have created, and the moment we create this object, okay, the control comes to this constructor and these values are assigned 10 and 5. Okay, here also we are creating an rectangle R2. Okay, R2 is another object. R2 also has got length and breadth. So here also, when length and breadth of R2 will have the values 10 and 5. And in these two statements, set length 12, set length 11, set breadth 11. Here now what happens? Initially for rectangle R2, the length value was 10, and this method has overwritten the value of length from 10 to 12, and similarly this has changed the breadth from 5 to 11. Okay, but for both these rectangles R1 and R2, the initial values of length and breadth was 10 and 5. So let's run this and see. Okay, so let us execute this. Let me set the path. Okay, so Java C rectangle construct. Okay, so it is compiling it here. So no errors. Fine. Now let us run this. Rectangle construct. So you can see for the first one I have not assigned any values explicitly, but the length and breadth is taken to be 10 and 5, so 50. For the second one it is 10, 11, 12 and 11. Let us go back and modify this now. So here I'll again comment these two statements out. Let's see what happens if I comment this. Don't forget to save before you run it again. So again compile. Every time you make a change you have to compile it again. So now you can see, you can see here, first rectangle starting value 10 and 5, area is 50. Second rectangle 10 and 5, area is 50. So that's because we have not modified here. We have just created the object and we have not modified the values. We have commented this out, so this is not there anymore. So this is what a constructor does.